This is Vanlife Goodies, and this is a video about how we got our camper van, and more importantly, how much did we pay for it. So as a childless couple, Dave and I used to take our cheap £125 Vauxhall Nova and a two-man tent and go on lots of little camping trips, dreaming of one day travelling Europe. Then I got a job that gave me a little van, and we used to empty the contents of the van, stick a mattress and a 2-ring burner in the back and go on little random trips and kind of wild camp because it was a work van, people didn't realise. And I think that gave us the taster for van life. We spent 7 years saving every penny, and I mean every penny. At the time we lived in a 1-bedroomed council flat, and we did without heating and carpets to save every penny for our first camper van. In 1999 we managed to save £3,000 for our first camper van. It was a Mark 1 Transit. It had a bed above the cab, it had 2 wardrobes, had like a seating area round the side, even had a bathroom. It was awesome. Apart from the fact it had no power steering, so we would always have a trail of traffic behind us. If you took a wrong turn in, it'd be like a 50-point turn to turn it around. So with a dream to travel Europe, we decided to go to Cornwall for 2 weeks, travelling from place to place. It was an epic holiday, and just gave us the essence of what van life is. It was only 2 weeks, but it felt like it lasts forever. On the way home, just passing Bristol, the gearbox fell out. We continued saving for our trip to Europe, but sadly my dad died after a long battle with cancer, leaving my mum on her own and us feeling like we didn't really want to leave her and go off travelling. Instead, we used the money to invest in our first home, close to my mum. Later, 2 birth children, 15 foster children, and looking for a replacement for our Vauxhall Zafira, we were once again looking for camper vans. Always have a door open when you pop top up. Oh, there you go. It needed to have seating for 6, be small enough to use as a day vehicle, but be big enough for camping, maybe with a tent on the side. Within our budget, the 2 we came up to were the T4 and the Vauxhall Vivero, but the T4 was an older T4 and the Vivero a much newer one. So I actually went to 4 different garages to say, if you had a choice between a 2012 Vivero or an older T4, which one would you pick? And all 4 garages said a T4. So we made the decision that we were going to get a Volkswagen. So we watched eBay with everything we had and saved and waited. And waited. And waited till a month before Christmas to make our cheeky offer of £2,500 below the asking price for our T5 2004, which we got for £12,500. already had the turning double front seat, it already had the pop top and the side conversion and the rock and roll bed. Since then, we've added a few things. We've added a solar panel on the roof, we've added an inverter, we've added an extra leisure battery, and obviously soft furnishings and such. It is an old van, and we joke about saying that by the time we retire it'll be a brand new van because we will have replaced everything on it. We still haven't done our dream of travelling Europe, but we do plan to do semi-retirement, working 3 months and travelling a month. So we're just working towards that now. But in the meantime, if you want to follow us, if you don't already, we are Vanlife Goodies. You can get us on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, but mostly YouTube, where we do videos of our adventures, our days out, our camping, our travels. And if you keep watching, long term, it'll be our trip to Europe that we've been waiting so long for. Now, 12.5 grand is the most I've ever spent on anything apart from my home. However, if you think about the fact that it is going to be used as a car and we use it for holidays and we extend days out by kind of having food in the van after a day out, which saves us money, and actually it takes less fuel than my Vauxhall Severa did. So in many ways it has saved us money and given us lots of holidays and experience that we otherwise wouldn't have afforded. Obviously, when the children were little, they used to sleep up in the pop top and me and Dave on the bottom, and now they're teenagers, it's a bit of a squash up there, so we tend to go with either the tent on the side, like the awning with 2 bedrooms, or we take a load of pop tents, and if we've got foster children with us, they have a pop tent along with our children, and Dave takes his van and Kip's in the back of that, and we kind of spread out. But our dream is still for me and Dave to go and travel Europe in this van, if it makes it, and to go and have our dream. And if you're wondering what on earth I'm doing, I'll put a link below and you can go and check out my Vanlife goodies, as in things to make your camper van a bit of home from home. I know it's cheesy, but anyway, on Etsy or eBay, and eventually, hopefully, my own website. So if you're watching this a long time after it's gone out, hopefully I'll have my own website by now. Anyway, for now, I've got some photographs to take. I've never been so attached to something quite so materialistic. But because it holds so many memories of us and our family and our trips, in some way that's held within the van. And to be honest, we just feel really blessed.